They were looking at producing their next kind of plan for the next 2 years, and one of the areas they wanted to look at was helping families who were struggling on the estate. And under Scarborough Job Match, we'd done a report for them on skills and training and employment, which Barrowcliff Big Local paid Job Match to do.
I wanted to do a course. Somebody said to me, "Oh, go speak to Glenda." So I did. Got on a course for specific learning difficulties and dyslexia.
Right.
I finished that course, passed that course. Just waiting for my certificate now.
Right.
Waiting to go on to an autism course.
Right.
And I've just put in.
About how to learn how to work with people with autism,
It's for working in schools with people with autism.
Right.
And I've just applied to do my GCSE maths as well, so it's all go at the moment.
What we found is that parents are just at the end of the tether and they're really stressed, and actually if we can just help them regain a balance and just some calmness, they can cope with what life throws at them.
So sit and listen. If I go in and I need to vent off at somebody, I can vent off at them, and nothing gets repeated, so it's quite a good thing. And to be fair, it would benefit a lot of people around here.
I got introduced to it by my friend Lisa. She asked me if I was coming up one day to the craft morning. We went up and had a good time, so then we got involved with other things.
Crafting as well is really important. So again, people just being able to talk whilst they're actually doing an activity. And what you find is that people open up when they're sat next to you rather than face to face. They tell you all their problems, and it's quite a lot of outpouring of kind of how they're feeling. So the crafting group is really successful.
I go to the Wednesday morning craft activity. I love crafty stuff. It just kind of takes me away from reality.
And I think that's what she needed actually. You know, she was very stressed at the time and just needed some you time, didn't you?
So what happens at the wellbeing workshop?
You just try and find yourself and find how to help yourself, and self-care.
Right.
Basically, you've got to make sure that you're okay.
We have a beach chalet. So to get them off the estate and down to the beach, we know there's loads of scientific, research that the beach is good for you.
I've been down to the chalet on the beach. Really bad weather day, but I went down and the kids loved it.
Did they?
So they enjoyed having some family time, and it was really relaxed, nice environment.
It's actually the foundations you need to get right, and it's the health and well-being, the mental health, the confidence. 99% of our work is confidence and self-belief and self-esteem. So we wrote the timetable around how we could help people with confidence. So we do cooking on a budget, getting people who've never kind of used raw ingredients and starting from scratch and cooking in the kitchen. We do it, although it's a cooking session, we want to bring people together.
I've done their wellbeing course.
Oh right, what was that like?
That was interesting. It made you think about things that you wouldn't necessarily think about, like why you do what you do. So what makes you, your personality, your traits, how your anxiety levels make you not want to go out of the house some days, but other days you're fine. I
said that we would have 20% of clients would have mental health issues, and at the moment we're running at 86% of our clients have mental health issues. Those are diagnosed mental health issues. So, that is a huge factor that we're dealing with. And there's a lot of groundwork to do with kind of self-awareness, triggers, coping strategies. I also run a wellbeing workshop on a Thursday which lasts for 4 weeks, and that is the basis, a really good foundation for them to then build upon. We've introduced people to journaling, so all our clients get a journal and they write down their feelings, and that's theirs to keep. We've got a lady who's signing up for university in September. We've got 3 who are starting self-employment.
Would they have done that otherwise, do you think?
No, definitely not. To begin with, we were like, think Mary Poppins, think, Nanny McPhee, but then actually it's not. We do a whole raft of other things, form filling, benefits, debt, advice. I think we listen.
Yeah, they are very good listeners. They've helped me build my confidence and my self-esteem.
Tell me a bit about what you've done with Michelle.
Just getting my life back on track, really.
We also work with Belinda's partner,
right.
Ricky, so Ricky signed up onto the programme as well.
Yeah.
And when I spoke to Ricky and said, what do you want from us, how can we help you? He said, I want you to do the same for me that you've done for Belinda.
Yeah.
We had one of the ladies on the group of the same as Belinda who was very negative, and Belinda then became the mentor and the tutor. I didn't have to say anything, and Belinda saying, well, what about this and what about that, and you need to do this, and I just thought, yes,
that's just because of the help that they've given me.
But you're able to pass it on.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So I've now encouraged the school to have a coffee morning once a month for parents that have got children with learning difficulties, so that we can swap ideas on coping strategies, because it's what's needed sometimes, and there's nothing really about.
Could you see yourself volunteering with the Spark Project then?
Oh, definitely.
Become a role model yourself?
I think, I mean, that is what we'd love to build, because if Sparks isn't around forever, we'd love to have mentors and role models in Barrowcliff that can say, I was where you were, where you are now, and, you know, I can help you on your journey.
I'd really appreciate them coming into my life when they did, because they've really helped me.
And they just teach me to look after myself as well as everybody else.
It gets quite difficult for me to take them out on my own, but Michelle and Glenda don't hesitate to support me.
You know, when you put on, you came into my life at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we use that?
No, that's
Use
fine.
that. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Belinda.
Thank you.
You might not even...
Oh, God, you did